Have you ever said yes to something that you should have not? Agreed to a commitment before you examined your own schedule? Have you ever prioritized the wants of others instead of yours? Then I have a proposal for you to define who and what you will allow into your life. Brian McGill, the best-selling author of Simple Reminders, Inspiration to Living Your Best Life, he wrote, "Taking care of yourself is the most powerful way to begin to take care of others." So how do you do this? You adopt boundaries within your mind. A boundary is an imaginary space that you create all around yourself. And recognize what is suitable for you and what is undesirable. The best part of boundaries is that they become more pliable as they develop within your life. At least for some of us. Looser limits spread around you when you're a child. But as you mature and you get older, you obtain even more awareness. You acquire a faster read on those time suckers and the egocentric. Some of you will appreciate your boundaries with structure, order, rules. While others of you may experience these borders as an unbending set of rules where there's no gray. There's just black and white. An important part of maintaining a strong mind is choosing to maintain it like a violin bow. Not too tight, not too loose. As the three bears once told me, just right. Just the right tension in your life, because stress occurs in excessively rigid, overly loose boundaries occur. So I propose that you initiate your boundary construction project. First, determine your limits. Be aware of what you stand for and what's significant for you to set consistent boundaries for. I remember Mark from Miami, who took pleasure in being, since he was young, a good boy. He was told as a child, being kind to others, that's a plus. And as he grew up, he had this unique awareness of positive responses that he received for being pleasant and being satisfying to the wants of others. He developed much of his self-worth from placing his feelings and needs of others above his own. But at 25 years old, Mark did not get. He didn't get it at first. Why did his colleagues dispose of all their extra work on him? Why did his family regularly meddle into his personal affairs? And why do women who he had gone out with years before still attempt to be part of his life, even after he told them that he was seeing somebody else? Stress and exhaustion, Mark in the end reached his last straw. After his girlfriend of 3 years ended the relationship because he could not stop answering to other admirers out of his own kindness, Mark realized that it was a moment from change. And he did. He just needed strong boundaries. Number two, you need to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And no. If this is a challenge, for you, practice this in a mirror until you can sound confident and in command. You do not have to scream like I did, frown. Just think to yourself, cool, calm, collected. No and oh. The beginning steps, you might feel a little bit awkward, but all you must do to do it is do it. It's even easier when you start on your own. instead of somebody else making that choice for you. Just tell yourself that you've decided to make a change, and you are now obligated to make that change. There's no returning, and no excuses. 3, push yourself beyond your comfort zone. At some moment, have you ever heard these words in your own head? But I've never done this before. Or, I really don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Echo, echo, echo. You've been there. I've been there. And here's a technique. First, don't speak out loud. Speak within yourself. See yourself as a more confident you. Just close your eyes and just imagine yourself as a more confident you. And when you're done, you're going to think it was better than you had thought it could be. Fear has eliminated more dreams than failure ever has. Anxiety is not only a bad thing, but feeling sorry for people, it hijacks their ability for them to just figure it out. You have a finite amount of emotional energy every day. And with those minutes, like some phone companies, they don't roll over. So consider my proposal to say no instead of yes when you have something else to do. Look at your own schedule before you commit yourself to something else or someone else. Prioritize your needs above others. And remember in no to say no, Mr. Toastmaster.
Thank you, Steve.